Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode. And today, and in the next episode, we're going to be doing a look around the entire map, trying to work out each city's problems and trying to solve each one as we go along, and also putting up a list or creating a list to actually complete before we end this series. So we are coming up to the end of this series very soon. When I say very soon, it could be another 5 episodes, it could be another 10 episodes, it could be another 15 episodes, but we are trying to get towards it as quickly as we possibly can. Series 3 is in development, a number of things already, and of course if you're a Patreon you've been seeing some of that on the Discord server. You've been seeing some of the images, some of what I'm actually doing, some of the design. And if you haven't and you're not a Patreon, do consider becoming a Patreon if you wish to see all that behind the scenes stuff, see everything being developed, see everything being built up, and actually be a part of that process and seeing just how difficult it is to get this series set up. But anyway, for now we're going to be starting off in St. Louis down here, and we're going to be moving up the map. So we're going to have a look at Chicago, Rockford, Naperville, Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Thunder Bay, and Sault Ste. Marie. Probably what's this one here, Grand Rapids and Fort Wayne in this episode, maybe Indianapolis, and then in the next episode we'll move our way across. But make sure you stay tuned for the next 20 to 25 minutes in this episode, and of course in the next episode for that. Okay, so in St. Louis, it's not too bad, I think, in terms of what's being used and what's happening. So here we go. We've got our population 770 and growing. 48% are using the bus. So let's have a quick look at the bus routes. And in all honesty, those bus routes pretty much cover the entire city already on this side. So we've just got to see what's being covered on this side. In fact, all of that's being covered as well. So really, I haven't got much to worry about, so that's good. All I think maybe we should do, hold on, let's have a look at this bus right here. 8 passengers, and who's waiting? The 15th Street, which is going in that direction, I think. So yeah, okay, 48%. I think it just needs to be used more. That's all. I don't think there's much more to be said about that. I don't think adding anything extra is going to help. Okay, shopping facilities. Tools are at 4%. We need to figure out how to get tools here. Food is good. We can improve on that, but I don't think it's going to be... yeah, there might need to be something that gets improved on this side. Changing out this for a completely different setup, maybe. Yeah, we'd have to... I think we'd have to try and change this up for something that was pretty big. So we'll have to have a look at that. And as a matter of fact, what I think we should do is we should probably do that first. Yes, we might lose some of this, but I think that's going to probably be our best bet. So we've lost all of that, but we're going to immediately build another one, and that's going to be one of these large ones right here. And we're going to ensure that it has 3 platforms, and that should essentially take everything now. Let's straighten it up just a tiny bit, as close as we can there. There we go, that's that done. Is that called the same thing? Yes, it is. And we shall make sure that these are actually going to the right place. So these are what? Both drop-offs? No, this is a pickup. So for the pickup, I'd rather it goes in to platform 2. So it goes all the way around. And for the drop-off, I'm happy for it to be right there. So that's good. So at least we could make extra pickup points if we now wanted to ensure that we can get the food in and out. So that's a good start. Next up, let's have a look. Goods. We haven't done anything with goods. Before the series ends, I want to somehow get goods going. Bricks, so construction material is doing absolutely fine. Machines, again, I think once we get tools going in, we should be able to get machines going in. And fuel seems to be getting there, but we need to work on it. But all in all, St. Louis is pretty good. Let's move up the way to Chicago and Naperville. Now we checked a few other things here, so as you can see we were improving upon these. So at the moment we're around 40% on both. I'm sure we can get that up, but everything else is really poor here. So somehow I think we need to figure out a way of getting this going around the city better. Clearly there's a problem here. So we're going to come back to that, because that looks like that could be a pretty big problem when it comes to solving that. So we'll come back to that. Rockford, 18% on the buses, but that is probably because it doesn't actually go anywhere. It just goes from there into the city. Now I'm thinking, or I'm wondering if it's a good idea to try and do something here, where we could go from Rockford. If we put another stop here, we'll do 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop. So 1, 2, 3. And then, where does it normally go? Hold on. There it is. Oh, it goes to Madison. Never mind. I'm just wondering whether we can bring it over to the airport. So we can go from Madison. In fact, yeah, why don't we do that? We go Madison, Rockford. But instead of the station being right there, let's put a bus stop here. So you can see we're just going to do this very quickly, getting things done straight away. Let's go for a bit of a fancier bus stop here. So let's do that and that, and then we'll do that and that. And so now we've got Hill Street here, which we're still going to have open, but Hill Street's going to go in the middle. So we're going to go Madison Central, Jefferson Street, Hill Street, Miller Street, and then over to the airport, Rockford Central, which I'm actually going to rename that probably Chicago International Airport, or whatever it's called. Oh, is it called O'Hare? I think. There we go. And that looks pretty good to me. So that's changed that route up entirely. Now, that being said, where are the buses? How many of them do we have? And what are they? They're still the fish bowls. Autosave. Don't you hate the autosave? Right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to add another. Where's the depot? Okay, I don't know. I'll use the depots over here. We're going to add another 3. We'll add another 3, I think. Which colour is it? I think it's that colour. 1, 2, 3. Set the line, and that's going to be PSH Rockford to Madison, which is also going to be renamed. I just realised that probably needs to be renamed. It's going to be Airport, Rockford, Madison. There we go. Okay, so that should improve that, hopefully. Going over into Madison. Let's have a look. Madison is mediocre. Kind of, let's have a look. What's up with this? What's not good about it? Generally, everything seems to be okay with it. I just think it's just not... Oh no, those are freight shuttles. Hello. Where's the... Here's the bus station. Is there no other route that runs through Madison? There isn't. Okay, well, let's fix that right now. Let's fix that immediately by having... Well, that's a freight stop. Let's go for a bus stop. Bus stops here. Bus stops here. We'll actually cut down through the middle, down this road, and then we'll go across to here. I'm sure that will cover that area up there. Then we'll go down to this area. Then we can go across the bridge, I guess, and yep, and then into that station. So that should cover most of what we've got. Okay, so let's create that route. I didn't even realise we didn't have one of these. Yellow, and we're going to call it PSH Madison. So we start off here, there. Right, we've got to figure out which one's which. That's one. That's one. That's one. Wait, is that the freight? Is that... No, that's a proper bus stop. That's a freight. This one shouldn't be. That's one. and then back around there. Okay, great. What I'll do is I'll actually lighten this up a little bit so I can actually see it better. There we go. That's much easier for me, otherwise I was getting confused with this actually peeling off to the left here. Right, so that's sorted. Now we've just got to get the buses in. Here's a road depot. Okay, so let's have a quick look for Madison buses. Madison buses, Madison buses. If everything would actually run correctly. Madison buses. So Wisconsin, it's blue, or they're green. Some of them are green, but it looks like blue and green seem to be the colors of choice here. So I'm actually going to go for blue again. This time though, we're going for a nice deep blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that should be enough. Set line all. I know it doesn't have the other way, but we're just going to try and work on this one step at a time. PSH Madison, job done. That can go out and about doing what it needs to do. Okay, let's have a look at Milwaukee. What do we have? 36% used buses, which is great. There's the bus route. How's the bus route looking? It's a pretty good bus route. Perhaps there's some ways to improve that at some point, but not anything we can do at the moment. We're getting some food here. I think I can improve upon that. No goods, of course, and no tools yet. And bricks, right, again, it's construction material, and I'm assuming nothing's getting to Madison. Oh no, we've got a little bit getting to Madison. So we've got that. Now the way I'm going to improve that is I'm going to improve these. So I'm actually going to replace these vehicles with the upgraded vehicle. As you can see, they can carry far more. Carrying 19 is just silly. So I'm going to do that. And this is supposed to carry food and food alone, I think. However, if I were to let it carry anything, it might be able to get a whole bunch of stuff over. So I'm going to switch that to automatic and make sure it's actually bright blue like that. Replace now 7 vehicles, and then you, which is the Milwaukee one, are going to have the exact same change. Is that? Yep, that's right. And but it's not right actually. No, how do I do this? Get rid of that. It's a shame there's no thumbnail for this. We're going for the blue. That's what I wanted. Replace now. Okay, so that should help on that run, but also we should probably replace these to get more food coming in, because obviously this is going to change things up massively. Now, I guess this has got cows. I'm assuming it's got everything then, so that should be absolutely fine. There we go. So that should all be replaced. That's good for us. And we'll see how that runs in a bit. Right, Milwaukee we've checked, so we know what we need to improve on this. We've improved Rockford. We'll start getting stuff over to Rockford soon. I just want to ensure that we're getting stuff to Madison. In fact, does this drive through Rockford by any chance? No, it drives this way. There it goes, along there. And then this one goes actually along here. I wonder if it would be easier for the one going to Madison to just drive through Rockford instead of going this way. We'll see. We shall see. Also, what are these? Are these Studebakers? Make sure they are. How do I do that? That looks like a Studebaker. Yep, that's a Studebaker. Nothing to worry about there. So we've got that fixed. In fact, just thinking about it, did we ever change these out? No, these are still running Volvos. So let's go ahead and get those replaced. So we want Studebakers like that. Unfortunately, not exactly the best colour. And also not exactly the newest, but that should help us. What's this? Oh, that's the Studebakers that have gone along the freight route. Okay, great. So that's that done. That done. Green Bay, how are we looking at Green Bay. Excellent on the usage of the buses, so that's fantastic. And we just need to figure out a way to get freight to here, but obviously we've got this, so that should allow us to get freight here. This is a big one. Let's actually just convert that to a modern one, and we'll ensure that we can get some freight here fairly soon. That shouldn't be too difficult to get freight over. Let's have a look at Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie, good on the usage of the buses. Now, where does the bus route go? Okay, that's not too bad. I guess there isn't much. Oh, hang on, they are busy though. They are busy, so I think we can improve upon this. What buses are we running? Oh, we're running very old buses here. Here we go then. Let's get this fixed. We're going to switch over to fish bowls from whatever these are. These are what? Twin coaches. Now, how much could a twin coach carry? 11 passengers. How much can a fishbowl carry? 12. Okay, we're going to have to add more. We're going to have it not bright red. That's silly. That red. And we're going to have that replaced. So get all of them done. And also, where is the depot? There it is. We'll introduce a bunch of new buses onto this route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new buses should do the trick. And that's going to be PSH Sault Ste. Marie. Awesome. Right. I'm just trying to figure out what the thumbnail could even be for this episode. I haven't got a clue. We'll have to catch it at the end. Okay, looking back at other stuff. We need to somehow get bricks to this place and fuel to this place. I'm not sure how we're going to get fuel over. Where would we get fuel from? We're going to have to work out where to get fuel from. That's going to be an interesting one. Okay. And over to Grand Rapids. How are we looking here as we come towards the end of the episode? Oh, very good on the usage of the buses. But we've got nothing coming into Grand Rapids. Now, I think maybe we'll be able to sort something out there. If we can get the roads out of this place. Actually, this road isn't too bad to drive down. No, this road isn't too bad to drive down. I'm just thinking if we get the roads all worked out, and then that would run all the way down here and over to this place where we can take over on a freight. On a freight shuttle. So essentially, I think we're going to need another one of these. There's just going to be too much going in and out of this, isn't it? No, actually we've got space. It's just, this is, with this there and that there, it's just very awkward. It really is very, very awkward. But I mean, we could get a second one over here if we really wanted to, and that could be the one that goes out to Rockford and Madison. This one goes out to Milwaukee towards Green Bay and into Chicago itself. Therefore, we'll clean up some of the traffic coming in and over. That's something to consider. I might try that out. But okay, so we've got Green Bay. Let's have a look at Fort Wayne. 32%, but nobody seems to be ready for the buses. And obviously nothing there, so we need to improve upon that. Indianapolis has got great stuff coming in on the construction material because obviously it's being made here. Food's coming in, some tools are coming in from Detroit, and we need to somehow get fuel over here. So I think we should really try and focus on improving this fuel line somehow. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I mean, they're coming in as fast as they can, and these guys do carry as much as they can. I just think there's just too much going on. Yeah, I think there's just too much going on, and it's trying to supply Washington. As you can see, it's trying to supply Philadelphia, and then it's trying to supply a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's not really panning out for it all too well. I'm going to have to think about that. But to end this episode off, let's save it, and let's save it and play and see if any of those changes actually make a difference in the next couple of minutes. So first of all, this should be a huge difference. In fact, that can probably be my thumbnail when this gets a little bit busy. That's actually a decent-ish thumbnail. Just showing that there is work going on. Yeah, that's actually a fairly good thumbnail because you can see a lot of the things coming in and out. There we go. Great. There's my thumbnail done. Okay, so let's have a look at this and see exactly what happens. Hopefully we should start getting the tools and the bricks and the food all over the place. There we go. How much did that carry? 21 of 88. Why? I'm so confused. That's carried 88. Why did that only carry 21? Okay, so this is improving the movement in and out of this place anyway. And what did that carry coming in? Only 19, and maybe that hasn't changed yet. There we go, now it's changed. Okay. And that carries 22. And you carry 39 because now you've run out. Okay, so now you've run out. That's good. Look at that. No more food going into Madison right now. And you're going to pick up a fair amount of the food. It's picked up 2/3 of the food. So now the next one coming into Madison, hopefully, I'm hoping here, picks up some tools. Although this thing's probably bringing in, yeah, that's just about to bring in a whole bunch of stuff. But let's see what that's just picked up. There we go. That's just taken the tools. So now we can get tools going over to Madison as well. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. You just picked up a single brick. But hopefully that should start changing, because now we should be able to get things coming in and out. Who and what are you? I don't know. Okay. And what are we looking like in Rockford now? 44%. That's gone up. That's definitely gone up. Okay, that's a good spot or good place for me to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes, and then Series 3, The Great Western Railway. Look at that. That's good. Now we're going to see that start going up too, which is really, really important. As these guys come in. You know what we need to change out? Pickups in Lower Madison. Platform 2, please. There we go. So much easier. Okay, don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. I would massively appreciate your support. It would help me out a huge amount, and of course you'll get to see some of the previews for Series 3 as it's being developed. Also, you can follow me on Twitch if you're not watching this on Twitch, twitch.tv/ECGadget, and on social media, that's Instagram and Twitter at ECGadgetLP. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes.